Hey guys, I hope you don't mind that I'm having this little chat in sweatpants and a sweatshirt. It is like so cold here right now. I actually just kind of wanted to check in because I did a little video on what planners and journals I'm using in 2021. We're now 11 days in, so almost 2 weeks. And I just kind of wanted to check back to see how I was doing with that, because a lot of times we say like, I'm gonna do this and it's not working out. And I kind of wanted to reflect on that. I have a couple other things that I had mentioned in that. If you go back and look at that video, I talk about these 4 things, which I'm going to talk about today, right here. And then I also talk about an art journal, which I didn't bring with me today because I haven't done a lot in that yet, so I don't have a lot to reflect on or say about it yet. I talked about like a project notebook I was going to use, and I actually incorporated that information into my planner, so I will show you that. I started a new notebook for an organization where I took a position as a board of directors member, so I added that in. Oh, the habit tracker. I did not bring that, but I did pull out the page and I will show you that in my planner. I think that's all I talked about in that video, but in this video I just want to talk about the morning routine that I have been doing to use those journals and my planner in the morning, and what's working and what's not. So in the morning I sit down and do a little bit of writing. The very first thing I've been doing is a 1-card tarot pull, and I've been using this tarot journal, which I had shown in that other video, and I'm not getting a lot of value out of this exercise. So in the past, I've always done like full spread tarots. I've never tarot readings. I have never been a regular, like, scheduled tarot reader. I've just done it when I felt the need or the urge. And I did like a full spread, or at least, I've never done just a 1-card pull unless I had a very specific question. So to do this every day, I've been having a hard time kind of finding a true value in doing this every single day, because a lot of my days are the same. I don't have anything major going on. And this makes me feel like I'm questioning a lot more things than I need to be. So I might dial it back and start doing it once a week. But I'm going to continue for the next couple days before I fully make that decision. But I also don't know if there's a real purpose in me using a totally separate journal for that. So I don't know. That being said, I have done it every single day. But yeah. So then this planner I had planned on using for gratitude or a quote every day, and I have been using this and absolutely really just love doing it. It looks like there's a blank, but this planner just happens to have a couple extra boxes at the end of the week. So yeah, I've been filling this up. I have actually really enjoyed kind of expanding my view of a gratitude list to a broader sense of the term, or getting more specific, I guess. So I really enjoyed doing that. I find this to be very valuable to me, and I hope that as I continue doing this, that looking back, kind of, especially if I'm feeling down, that looking back, is really the big value. But I'm going to continue doing that. The next thing I do is sit down with my journal and I just write whatever. Every day has at least 1 page, but some of them, like on January 1st, I wrote several pages because I wanted to talk about what I wanted to accomplish this year. On the 2nd, I wrote just a 2-page spread, but I included a little picture that I pulled offline. Some of the other days, I really just wrote 1 page. I sometimes talked about, what I hope to accomplish, or a concern or question about something. I really have no true motive, I guess, with the journal, other than to be able to get some of my thoughts out. For example, I was having a meeting with one of my groups, and so I made some notes with ideas. And then I was able to use that when I formulated like what I was going to say to them on Facebook in our group. I just write about what I'm feeling that morning, what's kind of on the top of my head, and I don't push it. Right now I'm just kind of using that to jot out some ideas. So my planner. The Hobonichi Cousin Avec has been working so well for me. I'm so happy I chose this planner. So first I just like tore off that habit tracker that I was using, and I have been using it. This has really helped me see which of those habits I've been doing every day, which have been meaningful, which ones I haven't been doing but don't really care that I haven't been doing, which ones I haven't been doing but wish that I was doing. So that's going to be super useful in setting my habit tracking goals for February. So in my planner here, I created this little divider, and underneath here, which I'm really not going to show you, but I have like a bill tracker I've been using. And then I'm all backwards here. So I've been using the weekly, and in the weekly I have been writing appointments as they're scheduled. But then on the day, so in the morning, I sit down and write what's going to happen that day. And I added this section in the back. So this is what I had in that project tracking notebook, whatever you want to call it. And so I've added a couple pages for those because I realized as I went back through it, there were really only like 3 things right now that I needed to be writing down and keeping track of from there. The rest were just like ideas of things that I wanted to do that I wasn't necessarily going to be tracking that way. So there are a few additional pages still, so if I do decide to track more things, that is definitely an option. But yeah, I love this planner. I was worried about the paper being too thin. It's not been an issue. I wasn't sure how it's going to work out. But yeah, it's been great. So that is what I do in the morning. I do the tarot card, I do the gratitude, I write in my journal, and then I sit down with my planner. And I do feel like I've gotten a little bit more motivation. I've done a few things, made a few steps on things that I was procrastinating on. However, I do need to create like a master to-do list of what I'm doing as an indie author, aside from just writing, because I feel like I have so many things that I need and want to do that I'm not progressing forward with them because I don't have like a list to go back and check off. So I need a list to work from, and maybe I'll put that at the beginning of the month, like a monthly list of what I want to get done that month, so I can portion it out through the weeks and days. So every Sunday I've been sitting down looking at my weekly and then filling out the dailies for that week, only to the extent that I know. So then in the morning I still sit down and write like my to-dos and stuff. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. That's my update. So I'd love to know in the comments what journals and planners you use and love, and if you are like me and you try something out new at the beginning of the year but then decide it's not really working, if that happens to you a lot, if it doesn't happen to you, maybe you just always know exactly what you're going to do, or you're very, very structured and disciplined and you feel the need to follow through on it. Yeah, I would love to know about your journals and planners. So thanks for watching, and yeah, have a great week.